Thank you for joining the webinar on task list. As you can see, we're looking at Act's native task list right now. Impact is installed. We see it here at the top, but we also see a button here for enhanced. What that does is puts the enhanced version of the Impact task list on top of the Act native one. Okay, let's talk about the enhanced version. The first thing you're going to clearly notice is some color rules. So we have color rules meaning types are orange, regarding is green, and as we can see, those colors are being applied to this list. You can modify any of these color rules just by double clicking on them. Very simple. It's give it a rule name. The condition is the type of activity contains the word type, then make it blue. So it's very simple to do. Okay, along the bottom here, we have other filter panels. As you can see, we have priorities and types. If I go to this activity type field, if I right click on it, pop-up menu comes forward, I can say select none, and then I can just say I just want to see my calls for today, or I want to see all my meetings, or of course you can right click and select all back. Same thing happens with the users. So I'm going to right click and say select none, and I just want to see Chris Huffman's records for all dates. So there's Chris Huffman's 178. Now when we do have a filter applied, meaning we're not displaying all the activities because of this selector, this background becomes yellow. As you can see, yellow here, and if I was to turn off a to-dos or things here, personal activities, this field also becomes yellow. And if I turn them all back on, select all and select all over here, you'll see that the backgrounds become white again. Okay, let's talk about the activity range, date range selector. Inside of here we have, of course, all dates, today, tomorrow, the classic ones in here, today and next 30 days. One thing that we have is today and future. I don't think Act has that one natively. Today and past too. They have past, future, or today only, but they don't combine those. So let's look at today and future. Now what we're looking at is all the activities for all the users for today and the future. This is based on the activity date field. On this drop down here, we can change what the field we're using for the date range. If I want to go back and I have 20 guys entering in activities, I may want to use created date. Doesn't matter what the date of the activity is, it's when it was created in the system. So I could say created date was created today. So I now have 4 activities. Again, disregarding the activity date field, it's the created date field. If I say today and future, of course we don't have anything in the future. You can't create in the future. So I turn on today and future, and now I'm going to go back and change it to the activity date. And there you go. Based on the today and future, the activity dates are shown here. Okay, let's continue on to what we're displaying on the list here. We have columns here, right? Of course, column layouts. And what we have is multiple layouts. You could switch between layouts. This layout happens to be called default, but I can go to a layout called op. And I called it op for opportunities, right? So one of the things that we're seeing here again is all activities today and future for all users. Here's the opportunity name. Act does that by association. That would show that too. But one of the things that we can do is the opportunity name is a hot link. So if I wanted to go and see the Cadbury chocolate opportunity, I can just click on that hot link and it will take me to it. Let's go back to the task list. But not only is the opportunity name or the associations displayed, we can display fields from the opportunity table. So I can see the days open, what products, what stage it's in. And in fact, not only what stage it's in, you see these 2 that are green here? That's because I have a color rule that says this activity attached to this opportunity, and the opportunity stage is in presentation. So I know I have 2 activities related to opportunities in a specific stage. You can select any field of data from the opportunities. Let's go to customize the list. And what we have here in the middle is we have the option to turn on or off the opportunity fields. So if we turn this on, it's prefaced. Here's all the activity fields. And let's go down. Now here's all the opportunity fields. So you may want the status of the opportunity. You may want the reason or the referred by. Any field that's in there, custom fields that you've added to your opportunity will be displayed in there. You just select those to the right, say save. And then now we see information in here, and happens to be that we don't have any information in the reason or the referred by field in the custom table. Let's go and look at other layouts. So I have an opportunity layouts. Let's go to requested days layouts. This one is showing a field called requested days. This requested days is an activity field. Yes, Impact Suite allows you to modify the activity table. You can add fields into it. So we have a field called requested days. And here I have it's on a vacation. They're requesting 10 days. Let's just look at Acts default. You know, if I edit this, this is Acts default schedule activity editor, right? On vacation, I have an option set to override that. And I want to use our own edit vacation activity window. So there's the edit vacation activity window. And I could say, you know, I'm going to Bora Bora. Right, so I'm going to Bora Bora. I need these dates off. And I could say, okay. Now, these are the date requested. I also have another field for this example called mileage. You may be tracking installers going out on site. And they want to put in their mileage. So we have a field in here called mileage. That's done through our designer. I'll quickly jump into it so you can see how flexible it is. And let me bring it back into our frame here. So here's the designer window. And, you know, I can actually move things around. So I can take mileage and I want to put mileage up here. If I want to add a new field, right here, simply create a field. I want to add a character field and I would give it a new name. That would be that simple. You would add the field onto here, and then you would save the changes, and lo and behold, those fields would be available to you. The last thing I want to showcase here is the ability to merge the activities onto templates. So here we have Microsoft Word that accesses our templates, and here we have the templates in the system. So one thing is I can create an email body. So the action to take is take this template, merge it together as the email body, and send it. But I also may want to create a RDP or a quote or an invoice or something like that. If I have the invoice document here, the invoice template, I could say I want to send or attach this email as attachment. And then the format is I want to make it a PDF. So right from here, I'm taking an invoice from a template, merging together the data on the activity, and emailing it as an attachment. Now what happens is there's a preview here. So your email editor, i.e. Outlook, would open up and show you what you're about to send to the clients. If you want to, you could send out multiples too. So I had highlighted one here. Like say if I want to take everybody tomorrow and I want to send them an email in the body saying, just for updates, here is your appointment time for tomorrow. So again, I'm going to select all of these, go back into Microsoft Word icon there, and I'm going to select, do I have a notification one? Don't. Oh, let's just pretend it's the email body. Here's the email body. I'm going to email it as the body, but here it says row 1 of 16. So when you have multiple selected, it tells you that. So if I hit create now, it's going to create 16 separate emails. The emails will be attached or sent to the contact's email address. Now we have the preview on, so I would get 16 preview windows here. But once you get in the pattern of doing this, you probably just turn off the preview and let the 16 emails go out straight away. Okay, that's it for today. I want to thank everybody for attending the webinar.